Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into something fascinating in fintech, digital lending. Specifically, we're looking at a platform called Numida Business Loans.
Right.
And our mission really is to unpack how this app tackles, a huge problem for entrepreneurs, the ones often missed by banks, and how it's kind of sparking a mobile-first financial revolution. We've got some great insights on this.
Yeah, it's a really interesting space.
So maybe let's just paint a picture first. Imagine you're running a small business, like a local shop, maybe a salon, a small clinic perhaps. You've got good ideas, you're busy, but getting capital from, say, a traditional bank, it's just a wall. What are the actual roadblocks they face?
Well, yeah, it's a story we see all the time. The big ones are, first, lack of traditional collateral. They don't own buildings or big equipment. And second, often weak or just non-existent formal credit histories. Banks, the traditional ones anyway, they just aren't really set up to figure out the risk for businesses that operate more informally.
Right, so they just get excluded.
Exactly. And these are vital businesses. It cuts off funding they need, sometimes just to keep going day to day, let alone grow.
Yeah.
And Numida specifically, they're targeting those small businesses with like daily sales and expenses. Think retail shops, salons, clinics, spare parts dealers, businesses that have been up and running for at least, say, 6 months. So it really hones in on that specific underserved group.
Okay, so given those challenges, no collateral, maybe no formal credit score, how does Numida actually step in? What are they offering?
Okay, so this is where it gets quite innovative. Numida offers unsecured loans.
Unsecured, meaning no collateral needed at all.
Precisely, no collateral. And the loan amounts, they're typically in the range of another dollars up to maybe $5,000.
Okay.
But I think the real kicker is the speed and the convenience. The funds are sent out using mobile money.
Mobile money, crucial.
Absolutely. And often within just 24 to 72 hours.
Wow. So for you, the business owner, that's huge. It's not just speed, it changes how you operate, right? You move from just surviving day to day, always worrying about stock, to maybe actually planning strategically. Because that capital bottleneck is, well, less of bottleneck.
Exactly. It frees them up mentally and practically.
And just to clarify, when we say mobile money, we mean using your phone like a digital wallet, right? For receiving cash digitally, even without a bank account sometimes.
That's exactly it. It's a fundamental enabler in many places.
Yeah.
And the significance of unsecured, I mean, you really can't overstate it for these businesses. It just unlocks capital for people who are previously locked out. The very people who are often the backbone of the local economy.
Right.
And that speed, that rapid disbursement, imagine you need stock now for your shop, or maybe some equipment breaks down.
Yeah, waiting weeks is just not an option.
Not at all. Quick mobile money access can literally be the difference between staying open or closing down or seizing a growth opportunity. It keeps things moving.
Okay, so the big question then. If there's no collateral, how on earth do they decide who gets a loan and how much? How do they manage the risk?
Right. So this is sort of the core innovation, I think. It's their data-driven credit scoring model. The app itself isn't just for loans. It actually works as a kind of financial management tool for the business owner.
Ah, okay.
Users actively track their daily transactions, sales, purchases, expenses right there in the app.
So they're inputting their own data.
They are. And by analyzing that real-time data, Numida gets a really clear picture of the business's actual cash flow, its patterns, its financial behavior. This lets them assess the risk and figure out appropriate loan sizes and terms. It's like building a trust score based on real activity, not old requirements.
That's clever. So, okay, they're tracking the data. What does the actual process look like for the user? If I decide I need a loan, what happens next?
It's designed to be super simple, very mobile first. You download the app, fill in some basic details about your business, upload a photo of your national ID, and you generally get a decision pretty quickly.
And the whole thing happens in the app?
The entire cycle. Application, getting the money via mobile money, even making the repayments, it's all handled through the app and mobile money systems.
Yeah.
So no paperwork, no long queues, no need to travel to a bank branch. It's made for busy entrepreneurs.
Yeah, that accessibility is key. And you mentioned the data tracking. It sounds like it does more than just help Numida decide on loans, right? There's a benefit for the entrepreneur, too.
Oh, absolutely. And this is a really important aspect. It effectively becomes a financial management tool for them. Just by inputting their daily ins and outs, they get a much clearer view of their own business's financial health.
Right, makes sense.
It helps build better financial habits,
Yeah.
because they're actively engaging with the numbers every day.
And it ties into growth.
Definitely. There's a clear incentive structure. As users show they're reliable, making repayments on time, using the app consistently, their loan limits can actually increase over time. So it directly links their financial discipline to their ability to get more capital and grow the business. It's quite empowering.
Okay, but we are talking about a lot of data here. Daily sales, expenses, personal ID. What about security? That must be a concern.
It absolutely is, and it's a critical point. Numida says they use bank-level encryption to protect the user data.
Okay.
However, it's also really important for you as the user to understand what data is being collected and potentially shared. The app might collect personal info, location data, maybe even access messages, partly for its functionality, credit checks, and also fraud prevention.
So there's a trade-off.
There is. It's that ongoing balance between getting this amazing convenience and functionality and being aware of and comfortable with the data privacy implications. Especially, in contexts where digital literacy around data might still be developing.
Yeah, that's a really crucial point. So wrapping this part up, what does this all mean for you, our listener? I mean, fundamentally, Numida seems like a really smart way of tackling financial inclusion, doesn't it?
It really does.
Using mobile tech to fill gaps left by traditional finance, especially somewhere like Uganda.
Yeah, and if you zoom out a bit, look at the bigger picture. These kinds of digital lending platforms, like Numida, they're genuinely reshaping how businesses access capital. They're driving economic empowerment in regions that have been historically pretty underserved by the big financial institutions. They showed that if you combine the right tech with a real understanding of local needs, you can unlock so much entrepreneurial potential. It's like fueling growth from the bottom up.
It really is. And it makes you think, doesn't it, how mobile tech is doing so much more than just communication now. It's fundamentally changing finance, inclusion, entrepreneurship all over the world in ways we might not have expected. So the thought to leave you with is, how might this kind of data-driven, mobile-first model evolve further? And maybe what other industries could learn from this approach to, democratize access and create more opportunity?